Jungkook, why do you have to sleep with a woman you don't like? Don't you have someone in your heart? We have our own needs when we get married. I know I have done something that made you unhappy, but why you have to do this with your fake wife? You shouted behind his back. Jungkook stopped and narrowed his eyes at the fake wife. What was this woman talking about? He had held a official wedding and got marriage certificate. It's just that his wife's age is not suitable for him to expose this marriage yet. But he laughed at the word someone in his heart. Oh, the person in my heart. Did old man told you this last time? Is that so? You pursed your lips. Wine, how many times do you want me to be angry with you? You should know I don't like you to mention the Joan family. You bite your lower lips and looked at him, wondering, what did you said wrong? Since he has someone in his heart, then he should not be too partial to you, right? Although he might only wanted to sleep with you. And remember, I hate people touching the things belongs to me. He warned you and left. Mr. Bang and Mears watched the scene and felt that if this continues, then couple will never stay in peace. Madam, you shouldn't said that. Now these people also gonna blame you. What I did wrong? Now he's angry with me because of a small matter, isn't it? In the final analysis, it's just because you said what June family told you. This may be just a small matter for madam, but you don't understand the contradiction between our master and June family. If you think it's small matter and he's angry with you, then why don't you apologize to Master June? Your eyes widened and you pointed at yourself. Me? Apologize? Mr. Bang nodded. In fact, I think Master John cares about you very much. Maybe if you apologize to him, he will forgive you. The great wine gonna apologize. You lick your lips, I won't go. Why should I apologize? Mr. Bang shook his head. Madam, you were just asking for trouble. You were so stubborn that it was confirmed that there would be no good fruit to eat. But well, Jungkook is a man who knows how to communicate mentally and physically. Next day, another surprising news appeared on the TV news channel. Hello everyone, I'm Kim Ye-won. I'm very grateful for your support to me all the times. I'm sorry about what happened at the press conference of Free Enterprise the day before yesterday. I know that I hurt everyone's heart and everyone's trust in me. You frowned. What this woman going to say? I have to tell you the cause of this matter so that I can be honest with you. In fact, in the press conference, I did talk to Wine. My younger sister, Heeseung, and I had known each other since long. Since we were in middle school, it's not like I snatched her man, but she cheated on him, so our family discussed about it to give a face to Mr. Lee. My dad and Mr. Lee decided to contact us and cooperate with each other. I knew that I went too far that night and said some outrageous things to Wine. But I was just very angry and impulsive. In fact, I didn't mean any harm. After all, she's my sister. You were so angry that you wanted to slap her on the face. You grabbed the cushion so hard that it almost torn apart. You don't have any malice and act pitifully. I'm your sister. Did you and your mother ever treated me as the family member? Madam, let's not watch this news anymore. Maid hurried to pursue you, seeing that your mood is not good. Go away. You gritted your teeth. Maids looked at each other, not daring to walk near you. Jungkook had asked him to keep an eye on you, so they stood a little far. He wants to continue to say many things, looked like a victim that suffered great grievance. I know that this incident has changed everyone's impression on me, so I just stand out and make it clear because Vine said something that made you really unhappy. You threw the remote towards TV, breaking it to the floor. Hearing Yvonne's voice more made you irritated, and you picked up the vase that was near on the table and smashed on TV. You heaved heavy breath. No one dared to come forward to stop you. The expensive crystal screen was broken. You clenched your fists and turned around and ran towards upstairs with your anger. After returning to the room, you couldn't calm down and made a phone call to your father. Is this the answer Kim family give me? Let Unji go out and talk nonsense. Are you still my father? Other line was silent. All happened during this period of times made Mr. Kim a little guilty. Everyone have things to talk about and target you even. The Kim family don't support you. As a father, he may be disappointed and angry, but you are also his daughter. Why now that Umji is engaged to Heeseung? Carrying a negative news will not do good to both family. So for the sake of Kim family and reputation of Lee family, she must give a public, decent explanation. Squeezed a drop of tears to gain everyone's sympathy. A decent explanation. You smiled, mocking on self. Mr. Kim also knew that this matter was sorry for you. I have already talked. As long as you pass over this matter and don't say anything to the media, you can come back to Kim family. No, thank you. Do you think that I will die if I don't live in Kim family? Mr. Kim was getting angry again. I have already said this. What else do you want? Are you going to make Umji lose her reputation? If she can, then why I can't? She can framed me and you drove me out of the family. Did you ever think about venting my anger? My mom left me and you also don't want me anymore. I will not go back and I won't forgive Umji either. Mr. Kim was silent for a moment. Why do you think you had done something glorious? Isn't it shameful to say that you had cheated on Lee Hee-sang and became Jungkook's underground lover? What underground lover? You are a wife of that man's. You smile looking at dazzling diamond ring. Yes, it's glorious. You won't understand. You always loved Sumji more than me. You allowed her to do everything she wanted, but for me, now I don't need your support anymore. You hung up the call and take a deep breath. Since they wanted you to sacrifice, then you won't give them any face in the future. I hear that you broke my TV. Jungkook walked to his room. Yeah, do you want me to compensate? You lay sideways on his bed, holding your head, wearing silk nightgown. Knowing that he asked you to sleep with him these days, you stopped struggling and took the initiative to jump on his bed to wait him in case of any more trouble. Jungkook glanced at you with some documents holding. I don't lack that money. He threw the document towards you and went to the bathroom. You blinked your eyes and looked at his bag. Did he just ask if you broke the TV? After coming back to the room, how petty. Listening to the sound of water splashing in the bathroom, you picked up the file and opened it that he had just thrown, eyes slightly narrowing. It's the information of market research report. You read each word carefully. Recent products made by Yvonne have found some issues. Many people suffered from allergies after using this. This product was not quality based and everyone was complaining. Yvonne had to confront to answer this. Jungkook walked out of bathroom, wiping his hair, wearing bathrobe. He saw you sitting quietly reading documents looking down. You were in a hurry. He sat and hung the towel to let it dry. You didn't say anything but focus on the headline of news. Since Yvonne is a daughter of Kim family, your father must protect her for the Kim family's sake. And about Heeseung, Since he chose to break the engagement with you and be with Yvonne, it shows that there must be a something attractive to him on her. The president of multinational companies was rational, wise, very sharp, and thorough. When he saw the problem, you looked up at him. Are you helping me? He said that he will avenge you, so he wasn't joking. It's not to hurt you. If you want to defeat enemy, then you have to know him. Her first and start with their achievements and destroy their career to change their whole life and feeling. In the press conference, Yvonne had shown her true color, and in the morning, when she came to the media and talked in the favor of herself, and in the surface, no one knew what was actually going on. But the public is so powerful. You listened his each words, Mr. John, it's really terrible. You smiled and raised the file on your hands. However, thank you so much for helping me. He walked near you. Thank me. It can't just say it with words. Wine, wake up. Man whispers. You tugged into the blanket more. Wake up, honey. We have to go to attend ceremony. You moved and stretches your hands. Your waist was sore and back was aching, and now man is urging you to get up to go to party. I don't want to go. Get up, as my wife, you have to come with me. There was a faint smile on his lips. You look so cute with his shirts on. Whose ceremony we are going? You sat on the bed with him, still keeping his face on your neck. You patted his shoulder. Kim Taeyong's. Your eyes narrowed. He wants to go to his rumored gay lovers' ceremony. No, I won't go. You shouted immediately. He ignored your high pitched voice and slid his hand on your bearskin. Jungkook, you sat in his car with poker face as he checked his email on his phone. You're not happy to go to Taeyong's party at all. I also got car myself. Why I have to go together with you? Your nose is slightly scrunching. He glanced at you. You have gotten into my car. It's not for ordinary people, and you're still unhappy. What kind of car is yours? You roll your eyes. The car you can't afford. He was so overbearing, bringing you without your will. You swing your legs, and it hit it on his. Probably you're throwing tantrums. Many people came to attend the ceremony. It's a gathering of rich peoples. And obviously, many people with status came. You immediately turned to Jungkook. We can't make our relationship public, right? What will people think if we walk together? After getting out of car, you wanted to hide behind him. Are you afraid now? You caused such a big trouble at the press conference of the Lee Enterprise, letting me to speak up for you. Didn't you want to spread scandal with me? He smiled disdainfully. I didn't, you protest. I didn't know that you were there too. He glanced at his bag. After clearing it, you should prefer yourself to come in public and clear misunderstanding that you didn't cheat it on Heeseung first. You bite your lips, worried if you catch a rumor with him, then it would only bring him trouble. Jungkook, what a surprise. I didn't really expect you to attend the party. Taeyong came with Jimin. He didn't even text us back. It's really honor to have you here. Oh, Mrs. Joan also came. Hello. You bow and greeted them. The honor is mine. After all, it's a great chance to spend time with my wife. Jungkook smiled charmingly, and two men couldn't help but laughed in agreement as you blushed and wrapped your hand around his arm. Many socialists were there and discussing. You were walking along with men as they started to talk about business and their projects. Many came to greet them, and unknowingly, you became the topic of their discussion. You felt a little dizzy and pulled Jungkook's hand slightly, walking slowly. Where are we going? I want to sit. Are you tired? He turned around a little bit. Your face became little pale. He stopped and everyone also stopped on their track. Minho was also there, so Jungkook asked him to assist you to sit in the lobby as they were having discussion about business and showing newly built building. You took a seat and watched the surrounding. Mr. Song, you can go with them to finish your work. I will stay here. Okay, then Mrs. John, I will be right back. He left. You looked at some notable ladies, full of beauties and rich women. Wow, Kim Taeyong is really handsome and noble. He's not only listed to be handsome guy in Asia but also a general of military. He and John Jungkook are friends and he can join ceremony anyway for him. Ladies talked. John Jungkook is really handsome and his friend circle is also a bunch of handsome guys and each are noble and belongs to rich families. Some women are really excited. Don't talk about John Jungkook and John family here. Others shushed. You frowned and didn't understand why people usually don't talk about it. Was it forbidden? One of lady walked to you. Are you Kim Wyan? You looked up and saw a lady with red dress, slim body and tight dress with that elegant hairstyles and slender legs. She was an outstanding beauty. Yes, I am. You glanced at her. She took two glasses of drinks, looking at you, and handed one to you. I heard a lot about you. I wonder, are you really in relationship with John Jungkook? As rumors said. You thanked her and turned your face sideways. I didn't understand what kind of relationship you are referring to, miss. I came here as An Jungkook stayed. She smiled and nodded her head, taking seat in front of you. Well, that's great. Miss Wine is really beautiful. There is a lot of women who likes Jungkook and you're really honored to be chosen by him. But did you know that he has a fiancée appointed by John family? Seeing Miss Wine is so simple, I should kindly remind you, your hands tightly clenched under the table. Jungkook had a fiancée appointed by John family. Is the person in his heart was his fiancée? Thinking of this, you sensed a lump in your throat. You had heard about this, but no one saw his fiancée. It said that she is in abroad studying. Then why did he marry you? Last time, his words echoed in your ear. You have some aspects to attract him. What was that? Miss, are you also Jungkook's one of admirers? So you came here to demonstrate your strengths to me? Women laughed. No, I'm Taeyong's ex-girlfriend. You froze. I was just wondering about news that happened in the Lee Group's press conference. I'm Chung Wing from one of our reporter agency. You picked up the glass and took a sip. Oh, what do Miss wants to know from me? It's hard to find any negative flaws about Kim Ye-won in public. She is a beautiful public figure and recent news of her damaged product didn't affect her much. So, this reporter woman definitely wanted to find things that go against Ye-won using you. I heard that Kim Ye-won defeated a powerful competitor and now she got engaged with your ex-boyfriend. It seems that you are not much bothered by this news. You have trust issues with people and usually won't share things with anyone. So, you said briefly about recent news that your one's product having some issues and people are suffering from allergies. It's suspected to having problems, so she better investigate. After that, you excused yourself and left from there. Suddenly, you felt unknown stroke in your head, throat becoming sour, and breath is unsteady. You leaned against wall and held your head. What happening? Where to go? You don't know this place. Someone walked over. Mrs. John, what are you doing here? He raised your hand and saw a handsome man, Mr. Kim. He is wearing formal dress and had an outstanding temperament. When Tim saw your pale face, his smile froze. Mrs. John, are you okay? Jungkook and Minho are looking for you. Why did you come here? In the corridor, you were confused where you are going. You were poor in sense of direction. You just wanted to avoid people and stay in quiet place, but you couldn't find your way back to a lobby. Sudden sourness hit your nerve. I want to vomit. You immediately covered your mouth. Bathroom. Tyung was stunned for a moment. This way. He showed you way. You ran to the direction, but sure you were not familiar with place. So he helplessly walked over smiling and showed you bathroom. He led you to the bathroom and stood a little behind. Your stomach was churning as you vomited for almost 5 minutes, tears rolling down, and you breathed heavily. Feeling better after throwing up, rinsed your mouth and washing your hands, patted your face with water. Man behind was patiently waiting behind you. He didn't dare to come forward and touch while you were struggling yourself. You dared to wash your face and remove your makeup in front of a man. A laughter came from behind, making you stunned. You turned around to look at the man leaning against the door, folding his hands. He hasn't left. You pursed your lips and struggled to maintain your self-esteem. I'm born a beauty. Why don't I dare? He likes it the way you talk. You are confident, he phrased. The hair around your face was wet. Without makeup, your facial features were flawless, bright, pure, and impressive. A few strands of hair sticks on your neck looking beautiful. Your beauty is natural. Excuse me, Mr. Kim. I'm not used to watched by others while using a washroom. Taeyong showed his phone helplessly. Jungkook's number showing on the screen. I just called Jungkook and told him where were you, in case his wife disappeared again. I have to help him watch over. Taeyong take out his handkerchief and hand it to you. Here you are, Mrs. John. You turn around. No thanks. I have it myself. You open your bag and take out tissue paper that you carried for yourself. His hand froze in the midair. He was rejected by a woman for the first time. Feeling little embarrassed but trying to act cool, he take back and touch his nose. Mrs. John, I will wait outside. Okay. It's actually man's washroom. In a rush, he showed you nearby a washroom, so he was guarding outside the door. You wipe your face. By the way, I want. As a young girl, how you met people more than once. You were not very formal with them. Oh, it's my honor to answer, Mrs. John. You put some cream on face. I hear that does Jungkook have a fiancée appointed by John family? He seems shocked, then smiled as if trying to not know. I can't answer it for Jungkook. Where did you get it? He wondered, how did you know? Your ex-girlfriend, you said resolutely. Ex-girlfriend? Taeyong thought for a while. Which one? There are so many of them. You stunned. You turned around to look at the man leaning against door, folding his hands.